Good day everyone. So today we will talk about one of the important topic in highway engineering. We have here the highway alignment or design alignment. This is the continuation of Mr. Magsalay report. So the horizontal alignment is consists of a straight section of the road known as tangent connected by the curve. The design of horizontal alignment entails the determination of minimum radius, determine the length of the curve, and the computation of the horizontal offset from the tangent to the curve to facilitate locating the curve in the field. In highway construction, we adopt the important geometrical properties or concept. These are the simple curve, the compound curve, the reverse curve, and spiral curve. Okay, so what are the purpose of this curve? Now, one of the most common problem that we encounter in highway construction is the right-of-way problem. The, the most common cause of construction delay, and in order to avoid private properties na like kanang masagasaan or private properties na maka-affect during highway project, so we usually change the direction of our highway. However, in changing direction, we need to consider that the transition is smooth as possible. We have here the simple curve. The next is the compound curve. This is just basically the combination of two or more simple curve. Then the reverse curve, having a simple curve with opposite curvature. Then the spiral curve with a constant curvature. In simple curve, we have several elements that we need to compute prior to the actual layout of our curve. So we need to determine the value of this element. So basically kung gusto natin i-plot ang curve natin, we position our instrument in PC. This is the point of the curvature. This is the point where our simple curve begin. Next is the PT, the end of our simple curve, which is the point of tendency. Then we have here the back tangent and the forward tangent. Tapos meron siyang T, which stand for the distance. Then, ang intersection naman ng back tangent tsaka ng forward tangent is the point of intersection. Then, we have here the intersection angle. Tapos, ang line from PC to PT is called the long chord. Then, we have here the external distance, which is the length of the PI to the midspan of the curve. Hanggang dito. Then, the middle ordinate distance from the mid length of the curve papunta sa long chord hanggang dito. So this is the formula of the simple curve. First is the length of curve, which is the L is equals to radius times central angle times pi over 180. Then the tangent line, which is the T times the radius tangent delta over 2. Then the long chord, which is the C is equals to 2 times radius, then sine delta over 2. In external distance, we have E is equals to radius sine delta over 2 minus radius. Then in midpoint of curve, we have M is equals to R minus R cos delta over 2. Then in getting the radius in arc definition, we have the R is equals to 5729.58 over D, which is the degree of the curvature. Then for the chord definition naman, ang R niya is 50 is equals to 50 over sine d over 2. So we will have here the example of the simple horizontal curve. The intersection angle of 4-degree curve is 5 degree 25 minute, and the PC is located at the station 238 plus 44.75. Determine the length of curve and the station of the PT. So first kunin natin yung radius. We have 5,729.6 over 4. Then we will get the 1,432.4 feet. Next, ang length of curve. Then, ilagay natin yung R, yung radius na answer kanina, 1,432.4 times 55.4167 pi. Ang 55.4167 kay mauna na siya ang 55 degree and 25 minute. Tapos, times pi over 180, then we will get 1,385.42 feet. Then the CD, katong long chord. So, it 2 times katong radius of curve, which is 1,432.42, sine times 4 over 2, then we will get 99.98 feet. Then for PT, so ang PC, i-plus na natin siya sa length of curve. So we have the 2.38.47 plus 1,385.4. So we will get 252 plus 30.17. Road facilities, a special facility for heavy vehicle on steep grades. Statistics indicate a continual increase of annual number of vehicle miles of larger trucks on the national highway. So the large truck have different operating characteristics than those passenger cars. It is necessary to consider the provision of the special facilities on section of the highway with steep grades carrying high volume of high vehicles. So, ang facility na pasabot diri is katong climbing lanes. A climbing lane is an extra lane in the upgrade direction for use by heavy vehicle whose speeds are significantly reduced by the grade. A climbing lane eliminates the need for drivers of light vehicles to reduce their speed when they encounter a heavy, slow-moving vehicle. So, dati, ang climbing lanes, kay di siya gina-apply kay kuan siya, kanang extra cost. Pero recently, naging necessary na because the increased rate of crashes associated with the speed reduction of heavy vehicles on steep section. So it is significant to reduce the capacity of the section when heavy vehicles are present. So the bicycle facilities. So the bicycle, a viable alternative mode of transportation, is popular particularly in urban and suburban areas as means to travel within community both for recreational and necessary travel. So almost all the existing highway and street kay pwede na magamitan of bicycle, pero ang improvement gihapon sa facility kay usually gina-require para sa safety sa bicycle riders. Diba, ang bicycle is an important element in design of highway base sa katong previous ko na report. So, bicycles are widely used for transportation, recreation, and sports na siya. Paras katong kanang cycling, di ba? So next is the bicycle lane. A bicycle lane is a part of the street or highway specifically reserved for the exclusive or preferential use of bicycle riders. So in the left side, makita natin ang minimum width ng bike lane. Sa curved street of parking, may 5 feet siya na minimum. Then ay 8 to 10 feet for the parking. Sa curved street without parking naman, ang minimum niya is na ay siya 4 feet. For curved street with shoulder is na siya 4 feet. Pero pwede pa ni siya mag-increase kung possible pa. Next is the bicycle path. A bicycle path are physically separated from automobile traffic and may be used exclusively for cyclists or possibly with pedestrians. The design criteria for bicycle path are similar to those for the highway with criteria governed by bicycle operating characteristic. So katulad sa sinabi ko kanina, ang bike path is separate from the motorized traffic and dedicated for cyclists or share with pedestrians. So pwede siya magamit na pedestrian din or the other non-motorized user. So in the width of bicycle path, the typical layout for a bicycle path on a separate right-of-way, the minimum recommended width is 10 feet for two-way path and 5 feet for the one-way path. So makita natin dito sa picture, it is a one-way path. Tapos ang minimum width lang ng pavement is 5 feet or 8 feet. Then ang minimum design speed of 20 meter per hour is recommended for paved paths, and for unpaved bicycle path, the minimum design is 15 miles per hour. So parking facilities, the geometric design of parking facilities involve the dimensioning and arranging of parking bays to provide safe and easy access without restricting the flow of traffic on the adjacent traveling lanes. So ang goal ng parking facilities is to provide safe and easy access without seriously restricting the flow of traffic on adjacent line. In design of on-street parking facilities, the parking facilities may be designed with parking bays parallel or inclined to the curb, as we see in the photo. The inclination angle increases the encroachment of the parking bays on the traveling pavement of the highway become more pronounced. So makita natin dito kapag nakaparallel ang pagka-forma ng parking, mas naghahaba ang length. So kapag nagataas na ang angle niya, kay mas nagababa ang total length ng parking. So, kung tingnan natin dito sa may 90 degree, mas mababa ang length, tapos mas madami pa ang mas magkaroon pa ng space ang other na cars kapag mag-park. So, that's all. Thank you.